Hello everyone, another update video from me today. A lot of news today. It's all coming thick and fast in the Wolves world. Just want to say a quick thank you for the comments on my last video. Yeah, really appreciate the kind comments about walking out early. But anyway, let's get on to the Wolves news while you're here. We're going to talk about Hwang Hee-chan and Hobbs off to Palace. Pep Guardiola giving Vitor Pereira a bit of advice and questioning him about his support. Chatchoua finally joins. God, we've got more links with players. Bit of an update on Strand Larsen. The Newcastle story won't go away. And a little bit of a chat about Johnstone, Fabio and Pedro. But let's get into the first story. Hwang Hee-chan, I mean, it's been an up and down story, this transfer window with him. There was a couple of clubs interested, Blues being one of them. We thought he was going to go. Everyone thought he was going to go. We were told by various reporters that he was free to leave Wolves. It was then said from a Korean journalist that he wants to stay and fight for his place. He feels like he's got a lot to give still in the Premier League. But now it's breaking that Crystal Palace have offered a loan with an option to buy for Hwang Hee-chan to replace Eze, who looks like he's off to Spurs. So he's agreed to it, Hwang, but Wolves have said they need a replacement first before this goes ahead. And a certain Matt Hobbs is also joining Crystal Palace as sporting director. Whether he's had anything to do with this, I don't know, because I think Glasner has been an admirer of Hwang Hee-chan for a while. But it's the same Korean outlet that reported Hwang wanted to stay at Wolves and fight for his place in the Premier League that are now reporting he's agreed for Palace because, look, he's still getting Premier League football. So it'd be interesting to see how this develops. But there's another player out the door, but you've got to assume, as reported, that we need a replacement first before we let him go. Because he did come on against City, didn't he, Hwang? So it'd be interesting to follow that one. But bloody hell, this window, the amount of people have left and all the ups and downs with certain players. Also, he come out a few days out after the Man City defeat. Vitor Pereira spoke to DAZN Portugal, and people have translated what he said. And he said Pep Guardiola spoke to him after the game, I think it was instantly after, and said, look, are you going to get another 2 or 3 players in? You need help. You need help. And then Vitor joked that obviously Man City have got millions of players and like they need to put some on the shelf and get rid of some. They're spoilt for choice, whereas we're not in that situation. So it's a bit worrying that Pep Guardiola looked at our team, saw how easy it was to beat us, and he was concerned for Vitor Pereira, that he needs help, which says everything that every Wolves fan's been saying. And some Wolves fans criticise Wolves fans for being worried we haven't got enough, but when one of the best managers in the world can see it after one game of watching, you know our squad is not good enough. So let's hope we do get that. I mean, we're going to get onto it in a minute, but Tchachoua's here, but we need another 3 or 4 for me, at least 3, as Pep Guardiola told Vitor Pereira. There, I've just mentioned it. Tchatchoua finally has officially joined Wolves from Hellas Verona. I was getting a bit worried in my video yesterday. I was like, yep, he's here, he's passed his medical. Wolves will announce it by the time you watch this. And then all of Monday passed. I was like, please say there's no trouble. But finally, Tuesday morning, it's been announced. It did say in the article, which I wasn't aware of, to be fair, that he was clocked as the fastest player in Serie A for Hellas Verona, which is an interesting stat. 36.3 kilometres per hour. Very, very fast, which we'll need because I need to get back quick to cover the mistakes from our back 3 they keep making. But no, glad he's here. He said, look, Wolves are perfect. They're not too big. They're not too small of a club. They're the perfect size club. Great stadium. Again, it's his dream to play in the Premier League. They all say that. That's the attraction of coming to Wolves. And he said the atmosphere within the team and within the training camp is very, very good, which is good to hear, isn't it? A lot of people do say that because of all the bad noise and feelings outside the club. You could think the atmosphere within it would be bad, but it's always said that it's a good atmosphere within it. Vitor gets the boys in good spirits. So also, it's a 5-year deal, as you saw, and £10.3 million for Tchatchoua, and he will wear the number 38 shirt. So, Tchatchoua, let's hope you do well, my friend. We need you to, and thank you for coming to Wolves. You're our 3rd choice, I think, 3rd time lucky. Right wing back we went for.
Well, if you're to believe reports from Rudy Galletto, Anan Kalali was actually our number 1 target, but his club wanted way too much money, so then we went in for Chatchoua. But we've got our right wing back sorted. Let's leave it as that. Hope he does well.
We're linked very loosely to Uche. He's an option. I think it was Ben Jacobs who reported this one. So very loose links, an attacking midfielder / forward. And again, it's saying there's nothing in it at this stage. Wolves are still exploring other options, but just keep your eye on it, because if those other options turn us down, we may go in for Christinas Uche. So
another link as well from Barcelona is Marc Caicedo, 21 years of age, Spanish midfielder. It's said that West Ham are also interested, and Wolves are keeping tabs. 30 million euros this guy would set us back. Not sure, you know. Well, it's a strong source in that Matteo, who's always got his finger on the pulse. But whether we beat West Ham to the race, but 30 million euros, hefty fee, and he's a midfielder, similar sort of player to like Andre, really. So would he get in? I don't know, but it'd be an amazing signing. He's a really good player. But whether we can convince him to come or Mendes can convince him to come, we'll see. But just thought I'd mention those two just in case something progresses.
And this story will not go away. Jurgen Strand Larsen has been reported again over the last few days. Newcastle still hold a big interest in him. If Isak is to go, he is on their shortlist to replace him. It won't go away, this story. So again, as I said in a video I did on this last time a few weeks ago, if Isak goes, it's squeaky bum time for Wolves, and we've got to hope Domenico Tete, Jeff Fosun hold strong and do not let him go, and they'll have to get someone else in because we need him. We need him badly. He hasn't had the best start to pre-season, and he missed like a good chance against City, didn't he? But he got 14 goals last season. He's our main man. We need to keep him to have any chance of staying up and to get us some goals.
Alex Crook has kind of backed up that Strand Larsen's not for sale as well in Fosun's eyes. It's said that it'd take like a ridiculous offer for Wolves to even consider it, which thankfully is the right stance. If they ever sold him, my God, there would be meltdown in the fan base. We just can't afford to lose him.
And I just want to mention at the end here, there was a picture released on social media from the Wolves players of a winning training team. It was a selfie, and in the picture was Johnstone, Fabio Silva and Pedro Lima. Now, they're three players that probably were going to go out the door, you'd have thought, going into the transfer window. Johnstone will probably stay now because Tom King went to Everton. Fabio Silva, the Dortmund story just keeps going on and on and on, and the AS Roma interest, but will he stay? I mean, he don't want to play for Wolves. Wolves fans would snap your hand off for 20 million euros, but it seems like Tete wants more. So he's in training. I've seen he took Premier League pictures as well for the official Premier League. So is he going to stay? He'd be mad if he does. Pedro Lima as well. He's off to the Brazil under-20s soon for a tournament, but there was rumours he was going to go on loan to Wrexham. Will he stick around? He'd be like fourth choice right wing back now. But they're all in training and still playing. So that my point is they're there, they look happy, and they're willing to train. So it'd be interesting to see what happens with that one. But anyway, busy day of news and rumours today. Crazy turn of events, and let's hope Wolves can sort this window out in the next 2 weeks. But comment your thoughts down below. Please like the video. Really do appreciate the support. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll catch you for the next video, which I feel like there's going to be a few this week because the news is coming thick and fast. Cheers, everyone.